This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Broncos will kick this deep to start us off. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner is brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's complete downfield. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion now. The shotgun run call. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Now it's second down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU.
Touchdown, Boise State. Number 22 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3.
That makes the score Boise State.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 14 set to kick this one away.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Grab behind the line. It's Spawn. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the Boise State offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Or it's snapped to the back. An important 9 yards gain there brings up just 3rd and 1. And the Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Boise State.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy?
And he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go and be able to come up with that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Bates. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Boise State offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. The Broncos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. will score Alabama 10, Boise State 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most...
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in their last possession. On the run, he'll let it go. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Plainly able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, their hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. This time, a completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Plus the 45 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Bates. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Warren. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it's no good. He missed it. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Looking for a deep completion. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The back's got it. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 14, set to kick it away.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Tied. He will score. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. And the Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. All day to throw. Finally lets it go to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's back to throw again on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. It's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
And it's good right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Boise State offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it falls incomplete.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
Such a tough place for visitors to play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looking to throw it again. Trying to extend the play. We'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Broncos churn out another first down. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in?
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play. Zone. Quarterback's got it on the option. Nowhere to run up the middle. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Boise State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boise State, number 26.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Point after makes it a 15-point game.
Extra point is good. That makes the score. Boise State, 35.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
20. Number 14, set to kick this one away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
First and 10. Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. And the receiver's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart into position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Brings up 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. With the return, it's Bates. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Boise State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Warren. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. And the Broncos will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Good as he gets the pass away. Touchdown, Broncos. And the beatdown continues. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. The shotgun running play call. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Makes a quick grab. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that previous play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this.
Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense facing a 2nd and 10.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Broncos bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 10. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That pass is caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. And here comes a deep shot. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. There's contact on the throw. He's got it for a big gain. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to...
Touchdown, Bama. This air attack is still unstoppable. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.